On a cold and misty winter's day, 2nd January 2010, I visited the Qutub MInar complex as a part of delivering the history project. A bit of research whetted my appetite of what I was about to experience. As I lead you through the history of Qutub MInar, I will give you an insight into the Qutub Mosque, the Alai Minar, the tombs and other ruins. As one enters the gates, on the right, one sees a small mosque which is said to be the oldest mosque in India. A bit further on, one can distinctly see the merger of Hindu and Muslim architectures. The complex initially housed 27 ancient Jain temples which were destroyed and the materials used in the construction of the Qutub Mosque. The columns and arches, the defaced statues of Hanuman, Radha Krishna, Saraswati, the sun god, the replica of the art of Ajanta and Ellora all bear testimony to the spoils of war. The Alai Minar was built by Alauddin Khilji nearly 150 years after the Qutub Minar. Only the first story could be completed when he passed away. In all respects, it was planned to be double the size of the Qutub Minar. One cannot miss the Qutub Minar, the largest brick minaret in the world. It was built in 1192 by Qutub R.K.Puram, the founder of the slave dynasty and the first Sultan of India. At present, it is 5 stories tall, 72.5 meters high, with a base of 14.3 meters in diameter, tapering to a diameter of 2.7 meters, 379 steps away from the base. The Qutub Minar also marked the end of the Hindu kingdoms in India, the 4th century ruins of which I mentioned earlier. Qutbuddin Aibak only built the first story. The remaining floors were completed by Iltutmish, his son-in-law. On completion, it was a 7-story structure with a height of 81 meters. In the 13th and 14th centuries, there were 2 lightning strikes which destroyed the top 2 floors. Today, we can see this as a 5-story structure. The first floor is made of 24 alternating tubular and triangular flanges. The next floor is made of cylindrical flanges, while the third floor is made of triangular flanges. The upper floors are a mix of marble and sandstone facade, giving it a magnificent top. And from the top, it looks like a lotus flower. Most recently, seismic monitors have been installed. In fact, during the 2005 Delhi earthquake, no major shakes or damage were recorded. This is primarily due to the use of interlocking stones with an iron rod for retaining the structure. The Qutub Mosque, or the Great Mosque of Delhi, was built by Qutbuddin Aibak and is the oldest surviving example of Ghurid's architecture in India. It was built at the same time as the Qutub Minar in 1193 AD. As per the inscriptions on the eastern gateway, the mosque was built using parts removed from the Jain Temples. It was built on a raised courtyard surrounded by cloistered pillars. There were a series of low-domed aisles which served as prayer halls, many of which were added by Iltutmish. The use of marble on sandstone is quite common here, as in the more Islamic architectural style, which indicates that the slave dynasty had become more powerful and less number of Hindu artisans were used. Very close to this is the Imam Zamim's tomb, a saint from Turkey, and is in the Lodi period architecture. The iron pillar is one of the world's foremost metallurgical curiosities. It does not rust, having been made from the purest of iron. It was built by Chandragupta II, weighed 6 tons and stood 7.21 meters high. It was erected in front of a Vishnu temple in Udayagiri, from where Iltutmish had it shifted. It has inscriptions in Pali written in the Brahmi script and had a Garuda on top. In addition, one can also see the madrasa built by Alauddin Khilji, the tombs of Alauddin Khilji and Iltutmish, Major Smith's efforts at putting a chhatri on the Qutub Minar, and a sundial. I am thankful for the World Heritage Foundation for preserving this site beautifully, making this the most visited tourist site in India. And surprise, I also see someone who can enjoy this ethereal beauty every day.